Hey Garth Gang, so last couple of days I've spent levelling up my accuracy stacking Juggernaut, and this is where we're at with it now, level 67. There's the stats, and the gear is like this. This will be my helm, but as you can see it's level 70, so I need 3 levels, and I've had to stop playing it because I run out of maps to level in, so I had to go back to my Death's Oath character and grind out some maps. So the idea over the next couple of days is to get this to level 70, put on my helm, and hopefully get a bit more currency and buy my chest piece. Excuse me. So gear at the moment, we have got our replica last resort, 2 of them. Because I can't have the Obscurantis helm, we are still running with our leveling gold rim. We have our Oscrum, which has not been corrupted, and I probably won't do it because I don't like corrupted items. And then we have a random 6-link chest piece we picked up. We picked up the empty base for about 30 chaos. And at the time we needed some lightning resist, so I threw an essence on it, and that's what we ended up with, so that will do. And we bought these boots without the enchant. Again, I think that was about 10, 20 chaos, something like that. Just for the chaos resist and movement speed. So the rest of the gear, we have our Ancora sight with Claws of the Falcon and attack modifiers catalyst for the accuracy. This one isn't a great amulet because of the low evasion rating, but any higher and it started to get very costly. As per previous videos, I don't have a lot of currency this league due to bad league start. After that we have got 2 diamond rings that I had laying in my stash, mainly for the intellect craft on there, damage and some resists. So, and this one's got the non-challenging skills, minus 10 craft from being unveiled, which we also need at the moment. As for the skills, we've got our level 1 castle damage taken. It's got to be level 1 because we are running Petrified Blood. Immortal Call with increased duration. In our helm, we've got Petrified Blood, Purity of Elements, and Herald of Ice. Excuse me, my cat is making some noise. Oi, stop it! There we go. In the other last resort, we have got Ancestral Protector, Life Tap, and Blood Rage. For our down here, we've got Dash and Second Wind, and I've got 2 empty slots, so at the moment I'm running Vengeance, and again when I get the currency that will be an Empower. In the gloves we're running our life setup, which is Arrogance, Vitality, or Banner, and Precision. And then in our Darkness Enthroned we've got 2 level 1 Searching Eye jewels, Accuracy, Life, Regen, and Accuracy, Life, and some resists. The jewels cost me about 5c each. And then for our 6-link we've got Lightning Strike, additional accuracy, Night Blade, elemental damage, multi-strike, and lightning penetration. Excuse me a minute. Stop it! Silly cat. Right. So, and then once we, I can't be bothered to recolour the gold rim to 2 red, 1 blue, 1 green. So Flesh and Stone is sat in the Obscurantis waiting for level 70, and then that'll go in there. It took a while to level this character because I like leveling my character with the gems it's going to use. It saves on cost, and it gets a sense of how the character is going to be. The biggest problem I found with this character with running Petrified Blood is trying to balance the life levels, because with the replica last resort, if you're not on low life, you're not doing any damage. So that's been a bit of a task. You can't use Petrified Blood before level 31. So prior to that, I was just using Last Resort until level 10, and then just switching out into other claws that I found from the floor or from vendors, and I stacked life. Once I got to level 31 and I could use the Petrified Blood, I then had to respec out of the life until I hit the low life level, and then every time I leveled up it was juggling which life nodes to take and which ones I had to come off. So that took a lot of respec. I think I've spent about 20 to 30 orbs of regret on this character, plus the respec points you get through the campaign. This character will be going over to standard. I'll be keeping this Juggernaut. So I did all the quests in the campaign, another reason why it's taken so long. If we look at the tree at the moment, I need to do Merc Lab. So we took Undeniable first for the accuracy stacking, and it quadrupled my damage at level 35. I ended up with my in-game tooltip lightning strike was about 5k, and then we took Unstoppable. The next one will either be Unbreakable or Unflinching, probably Unbreakable, and then for Uberlab I'll get Unflinching. Leveling up, we came straight down the life here, over the bump into Warrior's Blood, and then I went up for versatility, for the dex and intelligence more than anything else, then into Heart of Warrior, down through straight away as soon as possible. Got the socket so I could put in the replica Conqueror's Efficiency, and then straight up here to put in the Might of the Meek, and then came down here. Originally I had all of these life nodes done, but as you can see I've had to take out Bloodless for now. It's just too much life to keep Petrified Blood up. And then I came down here for more life and had these 3 life nodes, but again I had to unspec here. Once I got those life nodes, I then went into this accuracy node and got the mastery. This actually works out to be +1 accuracy rating per dex, so it's actually really good for our build. Down here for Champion of the Cause and Mana Reservation. As you can see, our manas, we've still got a bit of mana which will be used up by Flesh and Stone. Once we have the helm and the chest in, our resistances become very tight, so we took Cloth and Chain. Down here for this is a placeholder gem really. It does help our damage, but this will become the Watcher's Eye once I can afford to buy it. Along for the dex nodes, up for the accuracy, after coming for Point Blank. I got Point Blank first and then I went up for the accuracy nodes. Up here, and then more accuracy, more elemental resistances with the movement speed. Up here, and then we went to Clever Thief. What we did do after taking Point Blank and accuracy was I took these 2 mana leech nodes, life and mana, that one, and then this one here, and kept them right up until the point I got to this dex node. I actually came along here, and by the time I got to about here, I realised that mana was being an issue, and hating mana potions, I specced into my life and mana leech and mana leech, and that was enough to sustain. So then we finished off here, and then shot straight up here, and once we got to this dexterity node, we unspecced out of these two nodes and put them straight into Clever Thief. And then we've got these nodes, and then we've come along here to get Charisma, and then we will take the 15% increased effect auras, I think. I'll get the PoB out in a minute. Up here for more accuracy, and then up here for chaos resist and elemental resists. Again, resistances are a bit of a problem for this character once you slap on all of the uniques. That's where this character is at level 67. It took a long time to manage the tree, manage the life. At one point I didn't have any life nodes at all. All of this wheel was unspec'd, these two are unspec'd, and these two are unspec'd. I did level this as Petrified Blood from level 31, and it shows I have died 29 times getting to level 67, twice on Kitava Act 10. 5 or 6 of them in Scrangleland, so you know, at other times there was a couple to Expeditions, 1 to Delirium, and others just random one-shot deaths because I was on Petrified Blood and had only about 600 life for most of the campaign. So that's how I'm set, and the most important factor is the MTX I'm currently running on this character. I went with Nanette's Hood, Imperial Eagle Body Armor, Master Blade Spellblade Boots, Imperial Eagle Gloves, Imperial Eagle Portrait Frame, Pure Light Footprints, Divine Benevolence Weapon Effect, and Purple Eyes. This is going to be a pay to win setup for me, because eventually I will purchase from the MTX store invisible auras, and I'll remove all of the aura effects from the character so it looks better. But that's a very much optional setup. Let's have a look at the PoB. There we go. So that's a Death Oath character I was playing to get some maps. There it is. So this is the final setup. This is a level 96 tree. See, this is how I've had to do it. I've been trying to balance the life nodes in PoB, but it never works out. I cannot hit 50%, the 50% petrified low life blood, and even though petrified blood is ticked in the skills here, PoB doesn't seem to recognise it. It also doesn't recognise the Might of the Meek setup, because it's still showing me that I get the Sentinel buffs, which I don't. Excuse me, because Might of the Meek removes them. So that's a bit of an issue. So this is the tree I'm looking at the moment. It may change as I level through. I'm hoping to get this character to level 75, but I will be playing in Badger's Private League once that starts up. So that's going to take a weekend away. I may even try the Gauntlet this league as well, so that's more time out. Plus I've got some IRL stuff coming up as well, so we'll just see how it goes. This PoB will be linked in the description below. This is the end game variant, as I think it will be at the moment. I didn't invent this build. This build is a mashup of 4 or 5 builds I saw on PoE Ninja, so if you want to have a look at that you can, but this is how I've done it. This is how I got the most DPS for my build without going into corruptions and influence, double influenced, and other Maven Orb shenanigans which I will unlikely be able to afford ever. End game skills: cast and damage taken in what we call increased duration, with anomalous cast and damage taken. Ancestral Phantasmal, Ancestral Protector, Anomalous Blood Rage. The hot auras, the only one we really need is Divergent Purity of Elements for penetration. Lightning Strike is all default, so that's the superior 20%. And then all the other auras need to be anomalous for best buff effect. So anomalous War Banner gives more accuracy. I never plant banners, so the 60% less skill duration is irrelevant. Anomalous Precision for the reservation. Anomalous Arrogance for the reservation again. Anomalous Vitality for the leech. And then move is all again superior default. I'm not sure the Vengeance does anything, but it POB does, and I had a spare skill slot, and I hate Portal Gem. But effectively Vengeance and Empower are two empty skills. Effectively this whole setup is empty really, and the only reason I'm taking dash is to have a movement skill to get over, to help with mapping, to get over various bumps and stuff. Items that are, like I said, 2 replica last resorts, the Obscurantis, Brass Dome armor, which I'm saving up for. I need 1 more Exalted Orb and I'm done. The Oscurum, Hinkora's Sight, Darkness Enthroned. I'll do the uniques and I'll go on to res. Replica Conqueror's Efficiency and Might of the Meek, and then it's 2 split personality gems in the cluster setup, and 2 transcendent spirits in the other jewel sockets on the tree, with the Watcher's Eye of precision and vitality regen. I'm not sure what rolls you need on the life and mana, probably max mana to help with the mana reservation. Life, again, not sure of, because of trying to maintain the Petrified Blood low life. This is the first time I've done a Petrified low life build, so I'm not that experienced in this particular design. As you can see in PoB, fire resistance is an issue. Lightning and cold are easy, but fire resistance is our main weakness on this build, so you'll need to make sure your rares include this. The Searching Eye jewels is basically life, accuracy and attack speed, both of them. The large cluster jewel is 12% increased attack damage while dual wielding, with deadly repartee, martial momentum and martial prowess. Obviously an 8 passive skill one to fit in all the other jewels, and in there you put your 2 split personalities. And then for the boots we want Storm Rider boots with movement speed. I've got movement speed on my current ones, but because of the Nightmare Blade elusive buff and the movement speed we have on the tree, I'm not sure it's going to be needed. So at the moment in PoB I've designed a Dex Life resist boots, but as you can see the cold resist on there will need to be fire resist. I'll change that now, but obviously this will be whatever the resists you need it to be. Oops, that's the wrong one. More fire resist. There we go. Which end caps are fire resist. As for the rings, I've gone for amethyst rings, one with intelligence, their redeemer, influence for the global accuracy rating. So it's life, global accuracy, redeemer, accuracy, int, and then crafted the non-challenging mana skills to make lightning strike free to cost, and that's the same on the other ring. As you can see there, I've just put in dex optional, but effectively it's redeemer, global accuracy, accuracy, life, and then the non-challenging skills craft plus whatever stats you need. And then both of the rings are catalyst attack modifiers for more accuracy. The attack modifier catalyst actually improves the accuracy, so that's what we're there. So that's the plan, that's the build as it is. The damage here, 1.5 mil, is per hit, per melee hit with lightning strike. So you're hitting twice because of dual wielding, so that's 3 mil, and the attack speed is horrendous. As for the projectile damage, I've not stacked it at all, so that's 2 mil. I was playing around with the idea of taking these 3 nodes, but I'm still not sure whether to take those 3 nodes or find somewhere else to put them to stack the melee hit more. So again, I'll find out as I level the character once I get some maps. I scourged all my maps, then sold them, thinking that my Death Oath character would be the last character I played this league within the league, excluding private leagues or stuff. The last few points, if you're going to take this character to 100, would probably be these 2 dual sockets here to get another Transcendent Spirit, and then whatever you need, whether you go more accuracy or more projectile or life, depending on your petrified blood levels to stay low life. One of the options I saw on PoE Ninja was to come up here and take, not that one, this one, Arcing Blows. As you can see, it's a massive damage buff, but that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then take this dual socket here and put the cluster that you have here up here, so split personality does even more damage, and then you have another large cluster set up here, exactly the same roles here, with 2 medium clusters, and I can't remember what they had in the medium clusters. It is tremendously more damage. Excuse me, but you would then have to unspec out of charisma. You would need to drop flesh and stone and have a level 3, maybe a level 4 enlighten for mana costs. That tree also did not have this bar along here for the life and cloth and chain. I think I've got, yes, you can see I've been playing around with this. That's another version of the tree I tried, but the damage is not there really. And another option I tried was, this is the one. Yeah, this is a level 95 tree, but you could cut out these points here, the Golem's Blood and Cloth and Chain, to give you more points. So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you'd cut out this section here, because what you would do is you'd lose this bar and charisma, and then you'd go 1, 2, 3 points here, which would give you 4, 5 points, 6 points because of the thingy, which will then enable you to do the cluster setup up here. But I found that this option was best for how I want to play, Maybe at some point when I've got some more exalted orbs, I'll switch into option 3. And what I'll do before I link this POB is to do the double cluster setup on this tree, but I won't put in the clusters because that'll mess up the other options on the items. But yeah, so that's that. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.